रुमाल दे दे। क्षमा कीजिए, देर हो गई। हमारे ग्रैंड डॉटर की तबीयत एकदम आने के वक्त ही खराब हो गई, उसे ठीक करने लगे। पहले अंग्रेजी में फिर हिंदी में हम बात करें। टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू वर्शिप Raja Lakshmi, means the goddess which rules the kings. It's a very important thing today to understand that something has basically gone wrong in the working of our political systems and why the people have lost their sense of justice, fair play, and the benevolence of the people. Where have we gone wrong that this is being lost? It's not only in India, it's not only in Japan or in England or any other place where we think there is democracy. The first and foremost thing is that all these countries, even those who have got their freedom, started following those countries which were supposed to be mighty and mighty and very powerful, like America, like Russia, like China, England. Without understanding how far they have reached in delivering the goods that they are supposed to do. In any case, in a country like England, if you see the monarchy the way it has been working, it's shocking. Absolutely shocking. The way they have acted towards their ministers, like Cromwell, you feel as if some primitive people are trying to manage something. And the king so cruel, queen so cruel, so characterless, so irresponsible. They had no character to be kings and queens. There was no surrendering to the Raja Lakshmi principle of one's being. Then, of course, it became independent, and even now I find such stupid things they are doing. Even in France, the president has a keep. They run after money, little money here and there. There are people in every country who are really of very, very low level and who are trying to look after the welfare of them. Also, if you read the history of samurai and all those people in Japan, you are shocked. They thought no end of themselves, they had no connection with the public and the way they behaved. Then you go to the communist countries, also the same sort of thing. There also, those who came in power became really like despotic rulers. Then we have on the other side Mr. Hitler, who came thinking no end of himself. Spain, as you know, was ruined by Franco. One cannot understand how these people, without any character, without any higher qualities than the rest of the people, can look after their well-being. It's impossible. I should say in our own country we had great kings, very great. Because our heritage is great and we had saints who really ruled. The kings, like Shivaji had a guru who was a great saint. Everybody. Janaka had a guru. Everybody had a guru. Even Shri Rama had a guru. But they were real gurus. They were the people who really lived a life of saints. They were real saints, inside, outside. And the people also accepted the kings who had spiritual background. Those who respected spiritual people. So the whole trend in this country was very, very different. Till some time, I don't know, when the English came, what happened to them? The majority of the people didn't like the way the English were living, their style, their methods. They didn't appreciate. But these king and queens of different states, they started feeling that they are very sophisticated people and we should have their culture. And so many of these queens, modern ones, who smoke, who drink, tell me that it was taught by their governesses, who came either from Sweden or from England or from Australia. And they picked up these things. Of course, the men also thought that we are very backward. You see, that's the idea they gave them. You are very backward people. You don't know how to smoke. You don't know how to drink. You have no ballroom dancing, this, that. Even our military got corrupted with it. In the military is all English style things still going on. I don't know when will they stop. They don't know anything about our own country. They'll know about England, and you ask them anything about England, they'll know. The whole education system came through English, but all about England and Western life than about Indian life. Nobody ever cared for Indian things, you see. Even in medicine, same thing happened. Nobody wanted to listen to any Vaidya or anyone. They thought, oh, these are useless, primitive people, backward. So even one country which was really, I should say, had spirituality ruling in the politics also went down. Like this. Before independence in this country, I remember we had to fight the British. And what patriotism people had at that time. I remember once we had gone to see a hockey match. My father always had a national flag on it. That time it was not national, it was Congress flag in the car. So the soldiers came, they said, take down this flag. So my driver got down. He said, you cut my throat first and then you take down the flag. We all children joined him. And they were shocked. They went back. Such enthusiasm, such patriotism came at that time when we were fighting these people. But they divided us and created a problem for us. And before we could enjoy any fruits of our freedom, we were fighting, we were divided. I don't know whom to blame for that. If we had not accepted this division, there would have been no problem. But they accepted it. Now poor Bangladeshis are so poor. If they were one with India, they would have been much better. And what is Pakistan? It's just an empty place, No industries, nothing. That's why they are all the time talking about Kashmir, Kashmir. They have nothing else. Their own country, people are having fights, this, that. But there's no growth. Now they cut out only this India. Now here, after all this happening, any war, any kind of a crisis like that, immediately changes the value system. Not that in the West there were no value systems, there were. But the war completely changed them in the same way in India also. Politicians, those who lost their lives in the fights, or those who stood for something good, were regarded as no ideal. And people took a U-turn, absolutely a U-turn, and they became very self-centered, only worried about their own personal things, their families, or maybe accumulation of money and transferring of money from here to Switzerland. I tell you, I've gone through my life with the people who were fighting for freedom. They could not even think of this. I know my father, I know my mother, I know their friends, I know so many people who were in our family, used to come, so many Sikhs and so many other people, Muslims even. They could not think of taking any money. It was really regarded as very low level. For what to take? For what is the need? If you are satisfied in your heart of what you wanted, you've got your freedom now, finished. But how these